Hey guys, it's Amanda here with Homeschool and Life, and Lauren and I have a kind of a different kind of format video for you today. It's going to be we're going to talk about 6 small tips to make your holidays a little bit more stress-free. We just know that it's a very busy time of year. It gets kind of overwhelming when you're trying to fit in all the activities, all the gift buying, all the decorating, all the homeschool, all the things. And so we've been friends for several years, so we've had lots of time to talk about it and share our tips with each other on, how are you managing this week? But we couldn't get together to film, so we actually did it separate. But we are going to share our 6 tips on how to have a stress-free, or 6 tips to a less stressful holiday. So I'm going to go first with the first tip, and I wrote it down. And this, I hope it doesn't sound Scroogey. I don't mean for it to sound Scroogey. It is, don't put so much pressure on yourself to buy the perfect gift. Oh, and that sounds so bad, but I don't mean it like that. A lot of times people, when they're buying gifts, they're wanting it to be the most perfect gift ever, to say like, oh, I love you, I love that you're my parent or my best friend, or you want your children to be so happy with the gifts. And then even the outside circles that you buy gifts for. And you can really, well, maybe it's not you, but me, I can really overwhelm myself with trying to get the perfect gift. And that's not what it's about. Gift buying should be fun. And if you don't have a great idea for somebody, it's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's just the matter of the giving that helps. Like, if you give a bag of homemade snacks or pictures of your kids or a gift that you know they want or like just don't put so much pressure on yourselves. If you have one of those people on your list that you're trying to just get the perfect gift for, I am wanting to give you permission to, it's okay to not get the perfect gift, and just keep that in mind, that it's about the giving. I've gotten several gifts from people that I'm just so happy or blessed, I guess that's a better word, and thankful that they even thought of me and got me a gift, that just whatever they got me, I'm just so grateful for. So if that's what you're stressing about, don't stress. Just grab something that you think they'll like, but don't put pressure on yourself to be the perfect gift. And I even sometimes think about this with my kids. We don't get them a lot of random stuff throughout the year, but if you don't have, perfect idea, there's no rule that says you can't get them something that they want in March. There's always a way that you could, just bless them by letting them work for something, or just taking them out and getting them something because they've, acted well or done well. So anyways, I know that sounds kind of Scroogey, but don't feel the pressure that you have to get the perfect gift. It is a gift. It comes from the heart, and just whatever you want to give, just do it.
Hey guys, I'm going to share tip number 2 with you for a stress-free or less stress holiday. And my first tip is to keep a balance between homeschool and life during this season. For homeschoolers, it can be a really fun season where we get to do a lot of fun things like Christmas school, and there are a lot of activities going on and just so many things that you can be involved in, but it can also be an overwhelming time. So remember that it's okay to put aside some of those core subjects or some of those extra things that you normally do, and just focus on the season and having fun. Or it's okay to put aside those all those extra things and just focus on your normal school day if that's what works well for your family. But remember to keep a balance and don't get involved in too much, because it can be very overwhelming and just not fun for everybody, your kids or you included. And so remember to keep a balance between the school things and the fun things, and enjoy the season together.
Okay, so I'm back with tip number 3, and this one is focus on the atmosphere. I wrote it down. Just focus on the atmosphere. A lot of times with the holidays, like if you ask me, what did you get for Christmas 2 years ago? Most of the time they can't remember. Sometimes people are going to remember, but especially in adulthood, when you look back to your childhood Christmases, like what did you get you might can remember a handful of gifts, but I know you cannot remember every gift you got every single Christmas. And so one way to make the holidays more enjoyable and less stressful is to focus on the atmosphere and the coziness of things. A lot of times what your children are going to remember is how your home felt. Like, did you, like with the Christmas music playing, a candle, did you drink hot chocolate and read a Christmas book? Like, not the tangible gifts, but the atmosphere. What makes the holidays fun is the laughing together, and then the sharing and experiences together, and just the whole, it's a whole season, not just one morning of opening gifts. So if you are overwhelmed this week, just take a day or a minute and just focus on having a cozy atmosphere, and that's a lot of what your kids are going to remember. I think my kids like it when the days that we do all the little Christmas crafts. They talk more about that in our Christmas memory chatting than they do on what gifts they got. So focus on atmosphere is my tip.
Okay, tip number 4 is finish most of your shopping early if you're able to. Preferably before December. It's actually the first week of December here for me, and I'm not done yet, but I'm almost done. Mostly just stockings and things like that left. So, but I did start shopping in October this year, which is unusual for me. I did most of my shopping in November, and this first week of December, I'm hoping to be done. So it's just gonna be nice to be able to focus on finishing out our Christmas school things and all the fun activities and family gatherings that are coming up, and not be worried about finishing up those last minute gifts. Being done as soon as possible, even before December if you can, will definitely help keep the stress down during this holiday season.
All right, guys, and I'm back with tip number 5. Okay, this is a big one. It is, you don't have to do everything every single year, and you don't have to do the same thing every single year. We've compiled a list of activities that we really like doing. One year we all showed up to my kids' basketball game in an ugly Christmas sweater, and then we looked at Christmas lights, and there's a living nativity nearby, and there's another like really cool nativity like town thing you can go to nearby, and a Polar Express here, and I've hosted Christmas parties, and we've hosted parties for our kids' friends, and we've done all kinds of stuff. We've had Christmas like game type nights, or went out and looked at lights. I think I already said that one, or Christmas breakfast. Anyways, I'm just saying the list is very, very long of all the fun things and the traditions that you can do, but quite honestly, you don't have time to do every single thing every single year just for tradition's sake. So to keep your holidays a little stress-free, don't feel the pressure to do the same thing every single year. If you've been really busy where you're out all the time, don't do the activities where you're having to go out. Stay in and just watch a holiday movie. If you've been able to be at home and like had a lower key like season, then go out and do some of those outing type things. But I think as moms, you always want to build traditions for your kids, and like you want them to have that feeling of going home to do, we always do this or that, but they're still going to get those traditions and remember those things, even if you don't do the exact same thing every single year. Even if it's every other year, in their heads, it'll feel like a tradition. I think I look back to my childhood, some of the things that we've done, and I distinctly remember doing this certain thing with my grandparents and feeling like it was a tradition and we did it every year. Well, come to find out, we only did it about 3 or 4 times. But in my head, it was a great family tradition, but we didn't do the same things every year. So to keep your holidays a little on the lower key, just take that pressure off your list. If you've made a bucket list, a to-do list of everything you want to do, and it's starting to get overwhelming, because I guess now, what are we, a little over 2 weeks close to Christmas? Just wad it up, throw it out, and start over, and just write down a few things that you do want to do. So that would be my tip number 5.
Okay, we're at tip number 6 now. And for me, that is to declutter before Christmas gets here. I like to have a clean out day where I like go through the kids' toys and go through their clothes and go through art supplies and board games and all of those things, and take out the old things, the things don't fit, the things that they are done playing with, and broken things, and cleaning all that out before the influx of new things come in. I know New Year's is usually the time when we like to think declutter and fresh slate, and I will definitely be doing that as well. But I like to do a quick run through of all the kids' mostly spaces, but also my own, and do a quick declutter. I actually did that this past weekend and went through some of the toys and the board games and things like that, because I know my kids are going to be getting more of these things, and I want to make the space for those new things. And it will definitely help cut down as you're bringing all these things in, and it just feels like, oh, we don't have the space for all of this. If you do that declutter before the holidays, before the Christmas parties, before the grandparent parties and things, it definitely helps just keep you from being overwhelmed by all the new things coming in. So do a declutter before Christmas parties start.
All right, guys, and that does it. This video is very short, very sweet, and we just hope that our goal is that it encourages you to just focus on your family and just the joy that the holidays should bring, and to take some of the pressure off of you. Most of these things that Lauren and I have suggested, we have learned by mistakes, and, you know, went back and redid. I think one year I even made a list of things I ended up not doing, but it just ebbs and flows every year of what works and what doesn't work. So we hope that you do enjoy your holidays with your family and in your homeschool. And thank you so much for watching our video. And if you like it at all, we would love for you to like this video and subscribe to our channel as we are working on this. And